Well, we'll see how that goes. Hey, everybody. Ooh, turn this down. Okay. This is a bit of a mess because I'm running out of real estate for this pile that I picked up. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. As you can tell, it's a bit of a dog's breakfast for what I picked up. Hey, Hybrid. Hey, Texas. Hey, Harold. So I've just kind of been going through some of the stuff. There's so much stuff. Just stuff. So, hey, John. I'm glad you're here actually because I'm not as big a Savage expert, I will admit, as some of you guys are. This will be interesting for sure. So sorry, I'm also cycling through all these batteries that it came with to see what's good and what's junk. So with this new and all these chargers it came with. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah. So do you guys want to do a bit of a tour of this collection first? Here, let me move this camera over a little bit. So you'll hear some whirring in the background. That's all the different various battery chargers I got going on at the same time. So we'll go through just kind of a quick overview of what it all is, and then we'll, I guess, so long story short, I was surfing Facebook Marketplace, and sorry this is a big mess, but I just piled it all here when I got home last night. So I figured it's farm fresh. We'll go through it together. And then I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, and I found this really weird ad of this big pile of shit on a table, and the guy was like, he wanted $600 for it, so I texted him back and forth, and then, long story short, I ended up picking up the whole pile for $400. So I don't know if it was a good deal, bad deal. It's a dirty gamble on if anything's any fucking good or not, or if it's all trash. But we'll go through it together, and then you guys can let me know what you think. So, sound good? So, the first thing on the top of the pile is this, which I thought was actually an MGT when I first looked at it because it was so fucked up, and the A-arms are actually MGT A-arms, RPM MGT A-arms, which threw me for a loop. And then I'm looking at it going, no, this is a T-Max. And so it's a T-Max, and it's weird because it's got the black transmission but the gray radio box. So and then it's got AM gear in it, which, I mean, it seems it's all there for the most part, except for who knows if the electronics is any good, probably not. Servos, whatnot, or junk or not. But but it does have decent wheels and tires on it, actual pro lines. So it'll be decent. It's got some energy shit on it. So I think that's salvageable as a runner. Just needs some screws, the shock screws or whatever reason's out. This dude was definitely an interesting fella. I think he just took shit apart and didn't know what he was looking at or what he was doing. So this one will be, everything is disgustingly filthy. So everything, so this one I think will be salvageable. We'll see how this one goes, but I think that could be a runner. I do have an engine for it I found over there. So that it came with it in another random box. So that'll be interesting. This one is the most intact. One of the bunch, it came with a shitload of bodies. So here for now. So this is the most complete one. This is an XL. I don't know what generation it is. It's an older one for sure. Oh, it's actually got a receiver in it. That should narrow down the receiver's pile. Anyway, because there's a big giant bag of radios that came with this this collection of shit. So, and I got to go through all that and sort that out and see what's what. Let's see if we can at least make this look like it's together. There. So there's that. Okay, this one's mostly there. It's not too bad. Oh my God, it's got fucking fuel in it. Looks like Traxxas fuel. It's purple. So we'll I don't even know what that would be like. Ooh, some drunk shithead set that mesh. Wow. I won't run it like that. But it's got a steel spur in it. It engages. All four wheels turn. That's positive. So, I don't know. This should be, I would imagine would be the 3-speed. Here's another good battery. It should be a 3-speed. So it's mostly intact. It's really dirty and really gross. It does have the purple rib pipe on it. It's disgusting. Like, I feel like I'm getting fucking herpes just touching it. It's gross. It's got an amazing pinch, which is crazy considering the starter's missing off the back of the back plate, and the carburetor's wide open. So obviously, before I run that, I'll pull that apart and clean it because it's got some RPM goodies. It's got some purple lay arms. It's got the purple pipe. It's got, like I said, it needs this mesh set, something awful. This one did come with this body. So that's cool. Like I said, that one's mostly intact. Hey, Bob. So this one I think would not take too much to make it a runner, other than first thing I'm going to do is just clean it just so it's not disgusting. So I don't, like I said, I don't know as much about these as some of you other fellows do, because I'm more of an NGT guy than a Savage fella. But it looks like it's mostly there, and the suspension's decent. Somebody give this one some love at some point. Not the meth head that I got it from, but it's mostly there. This is the other one that's interesting. It is fucking disgusting. It's a old X. Again, it's mostly here. It's got some really weird shit on it though that I don't know about. My God, it's disgusting. Like, it does have the wheelie bumper on it, which is pretty cool. Well, it's got servos in it. So has the HPI servos in it. Throw that in there, so that's not hanging out over the side. All the engine's there. Spurs there. Yep. Drivetrain is good. Yep. Diffs aren't blown up. Now, the body that this one came with is kind of interesting. I know John will like this. It came with this body. So, this one has aluminum, a bunch of aluminum jazz on it. So it's got, look at this. Somebody couldn't even figure out how to take this off, so they just torqued it. That's something different. So there's that one. Now, it did come with an engine for that one. Where is it? The engine that was sitting in this one is actually this. So, and it's mostly there. It's pretty clean inside. It's got decent pinch. There's no plug in it. Again, filthy, like everything else. It gets pretty. Oh my God, I don't even know if you can hear that. Let's see. Like the dirt. It's just disgusting. So like I said, all these engines need to come apart and be cleaned. They have good pinch, but it's just, yeah, it's literally crunchy. It's got good pinch and everything, but I don't want to roll it over too much because I'm pretty sure it's full of fucking dirt. So there's that one. That's 3. And then this. Now I don't know shit about this one. I don't know if the guy, like I said, he was kind of a bit of a fucking meathead. So he took it apart, and I think he couldn't figure out how to put it back together. So he's a decent enough fella. He just was really loose. So it's missing. Well, I think it's missing the whole front bulkhead. Yeah, because I didn't even look at this one. I just grabbed it all weird and threw it in the truck. Yeah, so the whole front bulkhead's missing. He said this one was for parts. So this is an XL. Tranny's stuck. Rear diff moves. Yeah, it's missing a whole bunch of shit. So I'm thinking this. What's going on there now? So a little behind on the comments. Yeah, so this one I think is probably just going to end up getting. I bet you if I dig through my shit, I could probably make this a runner. If I dig through my stuff enough. But it's pretty gnarly. Like, oh, training just freed up. Oh yeah, it was just stuck. It turns. That's amazing. Tranny still turns. So this one will be good for parts and nothing else. Does have a good chassis and everything on it. Now, the other stuff. Yes, there's more. I couldn't fit it all on the table at the same time. Now, I'm not an electric guy, but I did some quick piecing and looking, and this is an E-Revo, mini E-Revo. It's mostly all there. The engine is missing out of it. I found the engine and all the electronics for it is in another bag over there. Yeah, I know. And so this one I think could actually be not bad. It's a, like I said, it's a bit of a mess. It's got the dual battery set up. These are kind of fun. I had one of these before that I traded off, and it was a hoot, but it's the shocks are completely fucking empty. But those are fun to race around the shop in the summer, or in the winter time. And then this is a Slayer, and then the gear mesh is all messed up, but it's been upgraded to a bunch of different electronics. There's so many, again, I don't know much about electric stuff, but there's so many speed controllers and different motors and batteries, and look at this whole bucket of shit. Like there's another speed controller, brush motors, more brush motors, another brush motor. This big bastard, which I think is a Savage conversion, because I found pieces of it everywhere. Here's another electric motor for a Traxxas. I think that's the one that goes in this. I think. But it could be this one. And dig around to find out. There's so much shit. There's micro servos, more motors. Like, I don't know. What do you guys know much about electric stuff? Like, look at the size of that thing. Like, look at that. That thing is huge. And then this massive, I think this speed controller, this big bastard goes with that. That's a Traxxas one. So I know that doesn't go in that. And I know it doesn't go in that. So. And then this is all Losi. It's a complete Losi setup. So like it's a motor, and then it's so it looks like an AC motor, 10.5 turns, electric speed controller, and the whole shooting match. So I agree, Pimp. I had one. That's the reason I got rid of it, because I had it and I just got sick of fucking with it. Because I actually smoked it into a telephone pole and broke the chassis. And then there's more speed controllers. There's this, I think this is a boat one. And there's another motor. There's an HPI motor. So, lots of electric shit. Most of that stuff I think I'm gonna trade off because I'm not much of an electric guy. But I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure if I dig around and just piss around a bit, I can sort everything out for these motor, the motor mount and everything for this eVivo to make it a runner. But so that's the electric motor file. Then there's some pipes, random pipes. This is a Savage pipe, I think. Yeah, it should be a Savage pipe. Filthy. Traxxas pipe for the newer T-Max. So, and then a myriad of headers. And then there's more. And then there's this bin of random bits. So I don't know what all this shit is. There's pieces of the Rotostar. Looks like clutch belt, probably for Savage. Couple pockets of glow plugs. Stickers. Oh, there's the back, the starter shaft for that one that's on the floor down there now. There's two parts of that. I wonder where the gear is. Well, you wait till I show you this other box, you'll shit. It's it's really fucked up. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff in here. Some of this stuff I think is just straight up garbage. It doesn't even belong to anything to do with RC stuff. It's amazing when you get people that don't know what they're doing, they just hoard shit. Like, who saves a piece of an exhaust gasket that looks like that? So that's there, that's there, that's another pile of stuff. This is just garbage. All right, and then there was this. We've been kicking on this. There was this that was all wound into a bag. That's just a dog's breakfast of stuff. Like there's house wiring in there, and there's Traxxas chargers, and there's glow plug chargers, and there's, I don't know, there's even electric, but there's even a mouse wound in here, and then there's all just shit. Okay? So that's, I'll have to go through that stuff. So, yeah, and then I'll turn you over here. This is kind of funny. So these, I'll move you this way. So these are the chargers it came with. Some of these I don't know exactly how to use them yet, so I got to do some figuring out. I did try, came with this Traxxas charger. I've always wanted one of these, but I was too cheap to buy it. So it does work, and I've been checking. It came with a big fucking box of batteries. So all these have tested decent so far. So then it came with this, which is kind of neat. It's a LOSI intelligent lithium balance charger. So which is kind of cool. And then it came with this fancy guy. So this I don't know how to use yet, so I got to kind of read up on it a little bit. It's got touchscreen. It does power up. I don't know how to quite use it. Then this was in there. This is kind of funny. This is actually a electrical bicycle controller. And then it came with one of these little Onyx ones. I love these little chargers. These are great, especially for your NIM batteries. Hey, no, Nitro Bob. And then, and then it came with some super deadly ones. Check this one out. Look at this lithium battery. Tell me that's not a bomb. Like, it's squishy. Squishy. Like this thing, after this thing is going to go in the fireplace because this is about ready to pop. So, and then there was another one in the bag. Again, squishy. Same thing. So those are both bombs. So those are about ready to go off. So those will end up in the trash. Yeah, totally pimp. Those are both super sketchy. So, and then it came in this big black bag, a massive pile of radios, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all digital radios, and all the receivers and everything were all in here. So I think some of it's salvageable, some of it's probably junk. It came with, I haven't seen this radio since I was a teenager, the Magnum Junior. So I think this is cool. I haven't seen this particular radio since I was a teenager. So it's kind of nice to, I won't use it, but it's neat to see. Then it came with a gallon of fuel. And then it came with, see this green bag? I haven't opened that yet. So maybe we'll open that together. He said it's all helicopter parts and a helicopter. So I haven't even opened that yet. So I don't know what's in there. That should be interesting. And then, walk around this side. Sorry, there's stuff scattered everywhere because there's just so much shit. So engines, you've seen that LRP one. And then there's an HPI 5.9, the old ones. And then there's an STS here as well. And then for whatever reason, there's an MGT engine in here, which is kind of a mystery deal. It has good pinch. Again, open at the back. And then there's a little HPI engine here. And it's in really good shape. It's clean inside. And it's got good pinch and everything. And so I don't know anything about this because it doesn't fit anything in this collection. It came with a 3.3 that still seems to have good pinch and is actually pretty decent inside, and the connecting rod's still in good shape. It came with a ribbed pipe, like that purple one. For whatever reason, I found an MGT header in the same bag. And yeah, like I said, and then I found a Savage tank. So I'm pretty sure if I dig through my shit, yeah, it's the pleasure pipe. Yeah, the rib for your pleasure. And then I'm pretty sure if I dig through enough shit, I can find enough crap to put that together. So, and then I'll put you guys back over here. Then we have another random box of shit to go through. I think that little HPI engine might have been in that RC10. I think. Put you back here. Oh, update on the wall. So I have made an executive decision. I'm going to move all my RCs back out here, back to the wall, except I am going to build a big built-in on the wall over here. So that whole wall will go back to kind of similar to what it was, except I want to do a built-in type of deal with all shelves. I didn't want the wall, all the RCs to get messed up when I was doing the paint work for the golf cart. So hindsight, it was good that I moved it all so that it didn't get messed up, but yeah, running out of bench space. Okay. Hey, Northeast. So, oh yeah, let's get that other box. I'm curious. This is the one that I haven't really gone through, other than looked at briefly on the back of his car. So I have no fucking idea what's really in this thing. It could be junk. It was the only nice looking case out of everything else. Let's see. Oh, first thing I see, there's the bulkhead pieces for the other one. There's the front diff. There's the cover for the T-Max. I think that's the other part of the diff cover. Oh, here's the pieces for the Revo. Oh, look, another super dangerous battery. I'll put that with the other one. Here's another little wee speed controller and some household wiring. And a servo. I should place all those servos together and see if any of them are any good. This is deep junk. Oh man, nothing like household wiring and a battery connector. That's nice. I think I'm just going to throw that in the trash. Some of this electric shit, I don't even know what it is. Because I'm not that big of an electric guy. Oh, I know that goes to one of the chargers. Oh, E-Revo parts. Oh, there's a, I think that's a Savage air filter. Somebody, electrical tape something else to it. Man, the shit you see. This is weird. Because in nowhere in this collection did it have an LST. But here's a front bevel gear set for an LST. And I thought that was kind of weird because nowhere in this stuff is this. I have one, so I mean, actually I have two. Well, here's a spur gear for that E-Revo. I think that's the diff pumpkin for that Savage with a bearing that has no bearings in it. So I think, does that look right, John? Does that look like a Savage diff? What's $500 on eBay? Well, that's $50 on eBay. What's that? Okay, good, then that can go, that obviously probably goes in this. Oh man, that's why that was taken out. There is no bearing left in there. That is fuckered. So there's the, oh yeah, there, that's the front diff section. Let's see what other crap's in this box. More electric stuff. Some random plastic thing. Instructions for lithium batteries that obviously that guy did not follow. Big pinion out of something. That's a pretty good sized pinion. More electric stuff that I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. It's a screwdriver. Somebody's made it a screwdriver. That junk. Throw that away. Some little tiny carburetor that is seized up solid or something. Ooh, really big set of bearings. HPI, ball bearing. What bearings would that go to? Yeah, there is lots of I don't know what this is. Because it's like, you find, every once in a while you'll buy one of these collections and you'll just be like, what does it say on the package? It just says ball bearing 17 by 30 by 7. Oh, Baja 5B. If I had my glasses on, I'd see that. These are Baja bearings. And there's no Baja in this collection. Look at, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is a tire. More little tiny electric parts. Oh, Savage spur. The pieces of, hey, there's the spindle bit for that one. Oh, there's a Savage conversion, electric conversion kit. Or battery adapters. Oh, Losey center for an LST. Those are hard to find. Oh, Traxxas analog head button for something. Actually, I should leave that head button out. I'll probably find out where that goes later. Purple stuff. I don't even know what that's a head button for something. That's weird. More low-key, lots of these, I don't even know, maybe anybody that has electric experience knows what these are, but they're Excelsion, they're like circuit boards. And then you plug, apparently you can plug the motor in and plug the USB in there and you can program the motor. I don't know anything about that stuff. Oh, there's the front drive shaft. Like I said, I bet you I'll find all the pieces for this Savage. There's the bearing. There's the controller thingy for that circuit board. Another dangerous battery. Man, how this shit didn't explode, I have no fucking idea. I think all the pieces for that Savage are just randomly placed everywhere. Yeah, I think so. This one's talking about John? Yeah, I think so. I think this is for an E-Savage. And I think that's what that big fucking motor's for. I think that belongs to that. I'll put that with the Rexy electric crap. I'm trying to put all the electric shit in one place. It's kind of everywhere. At least then I'm not digging through 6 buckets to try and figure out what's what. This would be a really good, it's snowing and the weather sucks balls project. And then there's bearings and batteries and screws and fuel tubing, springs. I don't even know what that came off of. It was electric by the looks of it. I think there was a, by the looks of things, I think there was a 10T somebody had. Hey, there's the drive cup. I think somebody had a 10T, because there's a bunch of pieces in here that look awful familiar to the 10T I sent Joe. More Baja parts. These little tiny lithium batteries scare me, because they're super poofy. There's a bunch of them. Everything from Twizzler wrappers to poofy batteries. I think I wasn't going to have a fire tonight, but I think I'll light up that wood stove and fire all these lithium batteries in there and just get rid of them before they blow up. All right, we're getting down there. Here's a pieces of an air filter. More pieces of glow igniters than, I think this is a Sandpark. Too big for a Savage. Man, like, look at this. I don't even know what this is, but it's so tiny. Anyway, let's look at this bucket off to the side. He said this was all starter parts. So, but he didn't know shit from Shinola, this fella, so. I don't know. This looks like a planetary getup or something. Wow, that is a smashed up backplate. Holy. Check this out, guys. Look that up. How messed up do you gotta be to do that to a backplate? Like, look at that. That's nice. That's dandy. Why would you even save that? A bunch of flywheels, one-way bearing holders, sockets. That's kind of weird. Oh, and then there's a driver. Somebody made that. To start something. I'm thinking some of this stuff I don't even know. I'll come across it. I'm thinking, oh, look at that. That's gold. Hey. MGT reverse gear with the dog. Lay it in there. These are hard to find. That's gold, that. Oh, hang on one second. Don't want to listen to that thing. Yeah, I think the last one of those that blew up, I could not get from anywhere. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of this thing. It's wedged in here. Oh, another spur gear. Let's see what random shit's at the bottom of this. Full stars. That looks like 5B. Nothing but that. That's low C. That's the LRP backplate for that LRP engine. This looks like, what is that from? That would go, that's an interesting one. 5 pins, 3 pins like that. It looks like low C. I'm not really sure what that is. Like what that came off of. Kind of a different one. You guys ever see a backplate look like that? Like, that's kind of, this end looks kind of familiar, but this piece, I don't know what that is. That's kind of strange. Put that up there. That looks a little weird. There's the other part of that Easy Start. There's some more Easy Start bits. Oh, no, that's a low C10T. Because it's got a weird, that's a regular Easy Start backplate, and that's a low C10T one. That's hard to find. Some of this stuff is some super obscure shit. Yeah, it's raw starter stuff. I think this is for this. This is the intermediate gear. Yep. I'm trying to remember how this all goes together. That goes there, that goes there. Oh, there's the MGT secondary clutch gear. There's a backplate for one of them engines. Little tiny thing. That would be Traxxas, I believe. I bet. That's a half a screwdriver. Oh no, that's a 1/4 inch drive extension. It is too. Oh, there's a Allen wrench, still good. There's a shit ton of bearings at the bottom of this thing. And then a piece of sandpaper. And then a lawnmower pull start. Yeah, that's maybe. Oh, and then this is a clutch bell for, looks like a 2-speed from something with a thread-on teeth. I don't know. I'm sure that's handy for something. There's a, that looks like a buggy bevel gear. Yeah, that was for that Traxxas. There's just some random stuff. It's like, what is this? This is an input gear for a transmission. Oh, I think that's the Savage input shaft. You know what's funny? Out of all this shit, I don't think I've seen any complete rotostart for anything. So I don't think this guy ever actually ran anything. I'd be amazed. There's some really big one-way bearings in here. Excuse me. There's just some really strange, some stuff that I thought I'd seen it all by now. And nope. Thanks, John. Yeah, I'm sure I can piece some shit together and find out where all this stuff goes, but some of this stuff, like I said, I think that might be 2-speed per Savage. Don't know what this is from. Maybe an HPI. It's the strangest thing that he took back plates off of everything. Like it just, why would you do that? Like why would you leave the engine open? Just odd. Like why would you? Like just to take stuff apart and leave it wide open. There's a little 110 scale air filter. Those are hard. I don't have many of those left. Not that I do a lot of 110 stuff. Like it's almost a complete rotostart, almost. But all that's missing too. It's just, like I said, it's just bizarre. I think that's a T-Max piece. Like, I don't know what this is for. Later Northeast. Oh, is it your guys' Thanksgiving right now? In the States? I did not know that. Happy Thanksgiving. I always forget yours guys is a different time than ours. This. Well, that's the Revo parts. I'm gonna put that there. That's the parts for that. I wish I could find more back plates. That's concerning that. I'm gonna have to do some digging through some parts engines so I can find some back plates. I don't know where all those would have gone. Why, like I said, why would you even take them off the engine in the first place? It's really odd. Okay, that's another bin of shit. This is all that bin. But wait, there's more. Oh, I wonder. Oh, no. Nope. T-Max parts. Okay. Let's see what's in this bag. I haven't even opened this. I'm kind of scared to see what's in this, to be honest with you. I have no idea. All right. Rain guard. That looks like helicopter. Little tiny parts. Vehicle. Variable rate charger. Interesting. Helicopter blades. I'm not a helicopter guy, but I was thinking maybe I could trade some of this shit for something if I could find enough parts to make something work. Oh, there's what's parts of a helicopter. There's a, I don't know what this is. Rotor blades. I don't know if there's anything actually complete in here or not. Oh, that's interesting. It's like a little booster pack thing. Another Savage fur mixed in there. Dinky car. Oh. Helicopter body. Is there anything good at the bottom of this, or is it just all junk? More helicopter parts. Airplane parts. Never want to discard a bag till you actually look through it, because you never know what these people decide to do with anything. For the most part, this shit all looks like junk to me. Little helicopters. Yeah, this just looks like a bag full of dollar store RC shit. And airplane stuff. Yeah, I think this is just, ow, junk. I think this will end up just going into a pile of, I don't know what the fuck this is, but I can cut parts off it and make something else. Pile. What the hell is that? This is why this bag weighed more than it should. Oh my God. Oh gosh. I think this is a giant batch of vulcanizing tape. Yeah. Wow. You guys ever use this shit? This stuff is incredible. So how this shit works, John would know, but it's used for repairing high voltage cables. You wrap it around it, and then the tighter you stretch it, the more it bonds to itself. Oh look, Texas, just a sec. See. It's a Polyken Seal for Life. I don't see a number on it. It's glued together pretty fierce. Oh, right. I think it has vulcanized itself to itself. Yeah, it's that rubber tape, vulcanizing tape. Anyway. Yeah, then you wrap electric tape around it. This will come in handy. We should have been careful. There's a needle. Throw that out. Anyway, that'll come in handy at some point. Okay. Now, so I think the only thing that is a complete waste of anything is this, which I'm not that upset about. He threw it in anyway. Put that over there. That's junk, which is not upsetting. Not great. There. This goes with that T-Max down there. I think that T-Max is actually reasonably intact. Pretty sure I got the 3.3 is mostly together, so that would go there. Here's the pipe. So if I bring this back up here, just do a quick survey and see what we got. Look at that. I think I've seen a fuel tank for it. That. Hey, here's the other part of that Easy Start. Here's the other part of that Easy Start. And then, I don't know what body goes with what. That's definitely not a body for this. Oh, that's a Losi body. There's the body for this. That one would be runner pretty easy. There. I could put that back together pretty quick. That one. Oh, and then this is another random thing that was in it. If anybody needs one. There's an MGT body that was in there as well. Not that I need any more MGT bodies. But that's just like the one I sent raw. So this one just needs a little bit of glue gun and some work, and I can make this a runner. Pretty sure I got a pull start kicking around somewhere. I can pull on this one. Hey, hybrid. So yeah, I don't need this body. I think that's an LST body. I don't need that, but I'll keep it anyway. Let's have a look at some engines. Some of the engines I got out of this nest. See if any of them are salvageable. Sometimes you question why people take shit apart if they don't know what they're doing. All right. All right. So what should we do first? Should we see if should we flush this out and see if it's got decent pinch and we stick a plug in it? This one makes me curious. This SDS. It gets really tight at the top, and when I get it over center, it's got good pinch. But it's missing the carburetor. Same as this LRP. This one's almost complete, which is really odd. But it has zero pinch at the top with no plug in it. But it's got an MGT, it's got a Savage mount on it. If somebody ran that on a Savage, same as this one. That one's good. Feels nice. That one feels nice. Which engine should we pull apart? And see if it's good, bad, or otherwise. What do you guys think? Or are you guys done? Pick one. Let's see. See if I can find a back foot for this one. Oh, the 5.9. No, it says, okay, you made a call. Let's do the 5.9. Clutch belt feels good. First thing I'm going to do is just flush this out with a little WD first. was wondering what the fuck that was that shit out there, but it's the cork for the carburetor. At least it's there. Let's see. Glow plug. Let's see if the glow plug's even any good. Wow, glow plug's good. That's surprising. Everything's nice and tight anyway. That's surprising. These 5.9s, were these, I can't remember, these Force or Kingstar? This generation. It feels good. Actually, surprisingly clean inside. Man, I never realized these 5.9s had such a short stroke. It's the gray head with the flames on the top of it. One that says 5.9. This one's really dirty. That head. I think it's a. It's very smooth, considering how it was stored. That's amazing. I'll blow the top of that piston off. So this is the K59, that's what I thought. Yeah, the clutch is not bad at all. I wonder if I got bits and pieces to... Something happened with the back plate in it though, because it's got pretty good rub on the back of the crank. Oh, we got a nice carburetor to go on this. That'll fit in there. This is an axial carburetor. Ooh, that'll also go in that LRP. That's why I love those axial carburetors. They're so good for everything else. Hey BBT, thanks for coming back, buddy. Oh, I got another one. Here's another one. Aha! I have a complete Rotostar. Man, I'm squirreling out here on you guys. You know what I almost want to try? What do you guys think? Should I stick a backplate and starter shaft in that other mostly intact 5.9 and see if it'll light off with the shit fuel that's in it? What do you think? I mean, what are the odds? But who knows? Let's quickly throw this back together. I'll pull the sleeve and shit out of this one and give it a good clean. There's a story behind this fucking engine somehow, I think. I found a rotostart for it, John, so I think why don't we see what happens? I always wonder what the story is with some of this stuff, you know, like when you get these kind of deals and these kind of packages, you often wonder, you know, what the deal was. How did somebody that is this non-mechanically inclined to find to put this shit together, like how did he get this? Like, did he steal it? Did he get it on a trade? Did he, you know, make some deal with somebody? Somebody promised him that it was all good, and you know. Which one, John? Hey, Rob. It's got good pinch when you roll it over. But anyway, I gotta look and see if I can find a backplate for that. I think this is the backplate for this. It is. I thought I had one. So that's good. Now I just gotta find the starter shaft for that, or the starter shaft. So that goes on there. So that's that one. Okay. Where was I? Oh, I found another savage pump. Okay. Stuff's growing out there, dipshit. Okay. Let's see what we got with this hot rod. I don't even know how he pulled that backplate off, like that starter assembly off without pulling the engine out of there. That would be a bitch. So I bought a big parts get up raw from on Facebook Marketplace, and it came with 3 Savages, or what, 2 3/4 of the Savage, an RC10, Rustler, and the mini E-Revo, and a whole schwack of stuff. So now, this is the one that's mostly intact. So I figured we'd, just for fun, we'll see if we can make this run. Just for shits and giggles. But I gotta get for one, whoever did the gear mesh was probably Ray Charles, because it's so bad. And we gotta make it, see if we can put this back plate on here, see if I can find some screws for it. Yeah. Let's see, first thing I'll do, I think I'll pull this tank off. So that's out of the way. Yeah, and there's fuel in that tank, and I have no idea what it is, or how long it's been in there. I didn't even notice it had fuel in it. What do you guys think, though? Do you think I paid $400 for this whole pile of shit? Do you think I overpaid? I was starting to wonder last night when I did it if I overpaid or not. Cut those off before I lose it. They fall off. This one's got a really good pin, which is crazy. Even the one way is good. That makes no sense. It goes in like that. I have to go that way. Now I gotta find screws. These take those little tiny weird screws, don't they? I always struggle to find those things. Yeah, I figured with what I paid, I figured the battery chargers alone are probably, if I got nothing else, the battery chargers are probably worth what I paid. Oh my God, this thing is disgusting. I need a rag. Holy, there's a 1/4 inch of schmoo underneath the engine. Wow. Okay, now, I'm finding some screws for that. This is all standard screws. John, do you remember what size screws those are off the top of your head for the back plate on a Savage? for the starter. Excuse me. I know they're a weird size for some reason, huh? M 2.5s? Thanks, BBT. Man, fat fingers can't reach into the bin. That's for the plate, yeah. What about for the starter? I think they're like twos or something. I always struggle to find those ones. That's not it. I know this is also missing a backplate screw. Now that I looked. That screw's probably too long. Yeah. Alright guys, I know this is everybody's least favorite thing is to watch somebody fumble through screws. And of course, all my stuff's all messed up because I moved some of it into the house, and some of it's out here, and so that's why I'm moving. That's what my main deciding factor for moving everything back out here. I don't want it all over the place because it's a pain in the ass. And the other thing is, at least if it's out here, it's a lot quicker to. I can fire stuff out up at random. There's one screw. I get at least 2 screws. That's good enough to let me fire stuff up. There's a backplate screw. Nope, I bet you that's standard. Leave that right there. right screws. Those would be too short though. I always struggle to find these screws for some reason. For that size screw for the Rotostar. Yeah. I got so many pipes now. There's one more screw. There's the missing black backplate screw sorted. Now I just need one more screw for the Rotostar. That'll do. It'll do for testing purposes. Obviously, this will all have to be pulled apart anyway, because it's just a hot mess of stuff. I just want to see if it, just for shits and giggles, see if it's going to run. You love these K engines hybrid? Six by 12 millimeter. All right, there. I got two screws that fit. Oh, my puppy wants it. Hold on. All right. Let's see if this will bump over with the Rotostar. Find out one of these batteries are any good either. I guess. That battery's no good. That sounds good. Now, where did I just put the engine? There it is. That don't sound good, does it? That don't sound very good. That rotor start doesn't sound good at all. So I wonder if that's, the rotor start's no good or the one way is dirty. My guess is probably the one way is probably filthy. Try this rotor start. Oh, feels good. That's weird. Try something else. See. Proteins on there. I'm trying to not pull this apart. There's the one-way slipping. Yeah. It's got a ton of pinch to it, so we're gonna have to give her a bit of a clean. Probably should look in here anyway, I guess, before I light this off. I could probably take it and turn it into garbage pretty fast. You got a 5.9 coming to you, Raw? Come on. She's a little dirty in there. Not bad though. Give that a bit of a clean. Man, my optimism is low with this. I don't think I've ever seen one with that many beat marks on it. Oh, the one-way bearing turns in the housing. I can actually pull that fucking one-way bearing right out of the housing. Yeah, I can pull the one-way right out of the right out of the housing. Damn it. I don't think I've ever seen one like that before. I wondered because when I took it apart, there's beat marks on everything. All over the place. You can see the painting where somebody had tried to change this at some point and messed this all up. See if I can find another one. Should have a bag. Engine parts here that have it on it. Sometimes, like I said, man, people leave these shit alone. I could peen that so that it holds it, but. I think the only other one of those I had, I sent to you, John. The Rossi ones. Huh. I wonder if I put a new one-way in it. Man, that sucks. Yeah. I mean, I could pound that out, put green Loctite on it and pound it back in. Oh, I just said, I think all the old, the spare HPI engines I had kicking around, I sent to you. Man, look, ever seen that? I can push that right out. Look it, I pushed it right out by hand. Yeah, I can literally push that back in without even using a hammer. One way's good. Well, I got two choices. You can even see somebody took a buffer to that. God damn. I got two choices. I could stake that so that I can give myself some interference when I drive that back in. Or I can take some green Loctite, put it on the one way, and cram it back in there. What do you guys think? Man, you can see where somebody's been after that with a buffer. That's crazy. That's fucking stupid. They'll try, yeah, not a bad point, John. Why not both? Okay. I'll just put this mess over here. Can you bear with me, guys? Okay. 4 nice stakes in there. Make sure I don't put this back in wrong, I guess. Writing in. Okay. Now. Already seems more promising. Now, like the green Loctite. I hate this stuff. They have it, it has its place, I guess. Well, that's definitely way more positive now. Oh yeah, that'll hold her. Well, that might work. It went in fairly positive, so. Who does this shit though? Seriously. Like, if you really don't know what you're doing that much, leave it alone. Pay somebody. I shouldn't say that because we all started somewhere, I guess. Just being old and grumpy, I guess. No, that's right, hybrid. I mean, there's tons of resources. I have never seen anybody, like, I put a really good video out on how to change that one-way bearing. Somebody didn't watch it. Like I said, man, my optimism is low that this thing will run. But hey, you know what they say, can't kill a nitro. This guy tried. Okay, try the rotor start again. Nope. Nope. That is not going to be. Maybe if I let that green Loctite set up, it'll work. But right now, she's a no. The shaft isn't slipping, Rod. It's the one way in the shaft. Because the one way is actually turning in the housing. Because that guy. Tried. Well, maybe it is that rotor start. Because it seems to hold when I do that. Let me have a look at this rotor start. Maybe this rotor start's no good. I had one of these that was just trashed, so maybe you watch, I saved it. There's probably no fucking teeth left in it. No, that's good. Rotor starts fine. I could see if it'll light off just with a drill, I guess, off the back of the one way. I swear I had another one here somewhere. Or I could stick an MGT engine in it and see if it'll run. I have a few of these. Oh well, I guess I'm kind of dead in the water, guys. So I round up some bits and pieces. Funny, because that seems like it wants to turn it over. Seems like it wants to do something. Let's try something. Come on. Nope. Almost. Nope, that don't feel good. Something let go there. Uh-oh. It almost went, but now the one-way bearing, the one-way shaft is halfway in and halfway out. It doesn't want to slide back in or come out. That's not good. It almost went though. You never done that, Raw? Fire one up in your hand before? I've done it a few times. Make sure you got a return spring on that carburetor though if you do it. Because I had one take off on me once. Interesting. Well, the one way, you see it where the all the rollers are up on the one corner? Up there? That's why that did that. Now I gotta tap that out of there. Of course, now the one way is shot. Oh well. I should have known better, you know. I should have put a new one in there before I did that. Instead, I put that shitty old crappy one back in there. And anyway, long story short, this is a comedy of errors now. So now I have to go get a new one-way bearing, and I have them in there in the house. But I think this is probably going to be the end of the video today, because I actually got to have dinner with my kid tonight, so I'm going to have to shut her down enough to go in and spend some time with the family. I'll say good night or happy Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you guys all next week. If I get this running, I'll post a video of it on my YouTube. If I get a chance later tonight, I'll come back out and mess with this thing. And then if I get it running, I'll post a video and see how it goes. And then I'm going to go through some of the parts I have in the house, because I think I have a proper HPI starter and everything else, so we'll go from there. Thanks, Hybrid. I appreciate that, buddy. I think it was not bad. I mean, what do you guys think all told? I think it was pretty good. I think it's not bad. This chassis actually looks like it'll be decent once I clean it all up and everything else. It'll be good. But everybody have a great night, and I'll probably see you all on John's Live tomorrow. And everybody happy Thanksgiving, and make sure you give all your loved ones an extra hug, because you never know when you won't see them. We had an awful incident at work this week, so you know, just you never know. I lost a good friend after many years, so just be cognizant. You never know when things happen. So everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Talk to you all later. Have a good day.